Hello, it's Taz in the kitchen. I hope everyone is having a great evening. It is National Pancake Week, and so I like pancakes, and so I wanted to share my pancake with you. This is a protein pancake that I made, and I hope you can see that there are two different shades of syrup. Hi, Melissa. Thank you so much for joining me. There are two different types of syrup on here. So I just heated this so that it would be warm so that I could taste it. And then I'm going to tell you about it. I've always liked pancakes. My mother, I shouldn't tell this, she used to make pancakes for me. And she would leave them in the oven for me. She'd put the syrup on them. And then she'd have the oven on low. And then I would have them before I went to school in the morning. So pancakes and me go way back. We go way back. And so I like pancakes. And because, of course, I only eat little bits of food, it's like, what can I have that's going to give me protein, but it's also going to give me a memory of being at home. So I want you to see that I've actually sliced this pancake up. It's very thin. It is protein packed. It's very good. Now, I'm going to be honest. Because nothing is ever as good as Mama did it. Of course it's not as good as Mama. Even my regular pancakes were never good as Mama. Because when Mama cooks for you, that love goes into the food that she makes. So it's always going to be the best. But these are good pancakes. Whenever I make a pancake, I'm always trying to figure out how can I add protein. Because I do that with everything that I eat. So I'm going to show you what I did with this. And I am actually having dinner. So I'm going to show you what I did. Okay. Talk about the syrup first. On there, I had my Carrie's sugar-free syrup. And you can see, obviously I use it. This bottle's almost empty. But I was in Hawaii. And this is a treat, guys. I was in Hawaii and I had pancakes. And they had regular syrup, sugar-free, and then regular syrup. They had maple syrup, but then they had coconut syrup. And I'm like, okay, coconut syrup. I like coconut. Oh my God. So of course I brought back some coconut syrup with me from Hawaii because I thought it was just the best thing. So what I've been doing is when I've had pancakes, I'll put a little bit of the my regular sugar-free syrup, and then I'll put a little bit of the coconut syrup. So I'm going to put just a little bit here so you guys can see what it looks like. I'm going to pour it so you can see it. But you're going to see something white. It's not white, but you see that sort of clear color come through. That's not looking like maple. Well, it is absolutely wonderful. Hey, Manswell, you know a good breakfast, Manswell. It is wonderful. But I will say it's not sugar-free, but I'm mixing it. I just put a little bit of the coconut syrup. Just use a little bit of it along with my sugar-free syrup, okay? So they tag teaming. So then what I was like, okay, you want to make protein pancakes, but I wanted to do it different because I always put something different. So what I did was I used the protein buttermilk pancake mix. I think this brand used to be called Jemima, but the Pro milling brand. And so I used their protein pancake mix, and I've been using it for a while now. As a little come out, you see I got about that much left, so you know I'm actually using this. So I used this as my base, and I said, okay, this only has to have water, but I needed something else. So I'm like, okay, what are you gonna do? So what I said, okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to take this GNC. Now, this is GNC Lean Shake, okay? And it's carrot cake. This was a limited edition carrot cake. Well, who doesn't like carrot cake, okay? Some people put coconut in carrot cake. So, okay, what am I doing? So, I'm like, okay, I'm going to use some of this. And you can see here that I've been using it too. You see where I'm at with that. So, yep, she actually uses this. So, I said, okay, we're going to do that. This only requires water. Well, this requires water, but I like protein. So what I did was I added my Premier Protein. I took the caramel flavor because again, I'm building protein, but I'm also building flavor because, I'm going to eat the rest of this little pancake and that's going to be it. So I got to have flavor. Plus I got to have protein. So I used this. And so I took the 3 items. The 3 items. The 3rd item. And I mixed it together in a bowl. And I put, this is what I did now. I added a little bit of my extra virgin olive oil. This one is a new one because I finished the other one up when I was cooking. So I put a little bit of this there. You may say, well, did you put have you been putting like margarine or light margarine, of course, or butter? No, because by me using this in the batter, I didn't need any more oil. I didn't. But certainly you could, but I'm researching some things and I'm really getting it in my brain now that I think real butter is healthier than margarine, even if it's light margarine. Don't shoot the messenger. So I'm going to switch up and start using butter because I can use butter. But whereas then I could perhaps have, let's just say, 2 teaspoons or 2 tablespoons of, say, light margarine in a day. If I'm going to use real butter, I'm probably going to only use like 1 teaspoon or 1 tablespoon because, again, I'm talking real butter. So I mixed all that up. I'm going to go back to eating, guys, so this don't get but so cold. So I mixed all of this up and I put it in my skillet. And I made these little thin pancakes. I was thinking I'm making them so thin that I could almost be making crepes, but that's for another try to see if I can make crepes. But I made these pancakes. They're good. I like them. They meet my need. I'm getting my protein. I'm getting carrot cake flavor. Of course, this is not real carrot cake, guys, but it's giving me the carrot cake flavor. I got my buttermilk flavor, so those who like buttermilk pancakes, you got that. And then again, I like caramel. So again, I'm using my Premier Protein caramel flavor. I could have used the vanilla. I could have used my Fairlife milk, because I use Fairlife milk because it's protein packed. But this time, because it's pancakes and I know that that's a carb, I know it's a carb, so I'm not going to eat but a little bit. I said, let me stack the protein and stack the flavor, because the vanilla shake would have given me a little flavor, but I didn't want vanilla flavor. I wanted to feel as if I was having something luxurious. So I could have this as a standalone meal. I could put some blueberries on it. I've got blueberries and I've got blackberries, I think, in the fridge, and make it a quote unquote dessert. It's a dessert. Because now I got the fruit, and I guess if I was really being adventurous, and who knows, I might try it this week, I would roll up the pancake with the berries on the inside and maybe put a little drizzle of my coconut and my sugar-free syrups. So again, it's National Pancake Week. The sky's the limit. I could have put berries in this batter too, but I'm going to be honest. I made several pancakes. I won't tell you how many, because they're all thin. And because of that, it's going to take me a little while to eat them. But if I put fresh berries in them, I probably would have to throw them out or either freeze them, because I freeze everything, because those berries would, make my pancakes unedible after 4 or 5 days. Yeah. So they last a long time for me. So therefore, if I'm going to add berries, I'm going to add them while I'm actually eating the pancakes. So if you're looking for a protein-packed way of having a pancake, you can start with pearl milling. Yay! Buttermilk. And you can just add the caramel Premier Protein. That's all you got to add. And you're good. But you want to kick it up a notch? Then why don't you just add a scoop or 2 of the GNC Lean Shake carrot cake flavored shake. Oh, it's good. It's good. So I just wanted to take it up a notch, and I just wanted to share with you guys what I'm eating tonight, because it's like, what are you going to eat? Pancakes. I like pancakes. I used to say to my mother, can I have pancakes in the evening too? So she was always pleasing me, so she'd cook pancakes for me in the evening. And Mama was just, it's nothing like Mama. She would put the butter, because I'm sure it was probably butter then. She would put the butter on my pancakes, and she'd put the syrup, and everything would be warm. And I mean, when you eat that, you know you loved. So if you're looking for a little love, because it's still February, and it's red too, and a little of this, and we're gonna top it off with a little bit of olive oil to make sure we get some healthy fats in. And you may not have the coconut syrup from Hawaii, but it's so daggone good. I haven't even looked to see if you can find any on Amazon. Amazon has everything, so I'm sure you can find some there. And your sugar-free syrup, maple syrup, as they would say, maple syrup. When you want to feel good and you just want to feel like you love, just mix all this together and you got a pancake and feel the love. So this has been Taz in the kitchen, sharing with you her protein pack, really protein pack this time, pancake. Homemade pancakes. This is National Pancake Week. Let me know what you're having with your pancake, because I'm sure people are having some great things that I haven't thought about with my pancakes. I just thought about, I could do some stewed apple. Hi, thank you for joining me. Definitely could do some stewed apples. And who knows? I think I've got some in the freezer. I may decide, inquiring minds want to know. Maybe I'll surprise you guys and you'll be like, she eating them pancakes again? Well, I told you if I don't eat them, I'm gonna have to freeze them, because I made quite a few. Because when I made this, guys, I'll tell you this. If I was gonna put it in the cookbook, I would do it, with the measurements. But I was making it for me. So I didn't measure. I didn't measure. And I added water. I didn't measure. I wanted to be a certain consistency. And once it was that consistency, I was good to go. And then I made pancake after pancake after pancake. Because again, I knew they would last. And if I didn't eat them, throw them in the freezer. I freeze everything. Once I learned that I could freeze, when I used to really eat this a lot. This is back in the day, like 20 years ago now. Oh my God, I can't believe it's been 20 years. When I used to really eat fried chicken, like really eat it, I was like, oh Mama, what am I gonna do with this? I don't want any more of this. I said, what if I could freeze fried chicken? And once I saw that I could freeze fried chicken, the rest has been history. I freeze everything because I only eat a little bit. And it's very hard to cook food for just a small serving. So again, this has been Taz in the kitchen. I can't wait to see what you're doing with pancakes this week. Stay tuned. You never know what I might put out with my pancakes. Take good care. And of course, make sure you take care of you before you take care of somebody else. Bye now.